Hey, okay, let's try this again. Round 2. Sorry about that. First stream back in a couple weeks had some difficulties, but we should be able to fix it. I'm just gonna check and make sure the audio is working since I don't have any fans here to listen to me. I'm gonna do it myself. Don't judge me. It's fine. So, how you guys been?
How's it going?
Everybody doing dandy? I hope.
NBA finals are going around.
The finals are going on. It's happening. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
It's working. Excellent. Okay, now we can get into some real shit. Okay. In case you haven't seen us in a while, I'm Zach.
This is Corey.
And we do the Flex and Nerd podcast. We usually do it every week. We've had some difficulty scheduling, lining up, extra work over here.
Stupid work.
But it's fine. We're back. We're gonna get into the flow of things a little bit. So we got a couple weeks worth of shit to talk about. Some of it is gonna be important. Some of it's not.
It's all bullshit. It's all important.
No, that's 100% not true. I've got some menial things to talk about.
It's important to us.
Definitely. In case you don't remember, I am why did I win this? Oh, for the draft. If
My
you don't
draft
know,
fell apart after the first 5 picks.
we have a championship belt. We don't know what we're going to use it for mostly, but right now I'm holding the belt because I got the most picks
since April. So
yeah, we're gonna have to write in a
Brock Lesnar
storyline.
out here.
Whoa! I compete every week.
No defending.
I
just
defend.
Champ.
I defend.
Hardly ever show up on TV.
That's not exactly fair. But anyway, hopefully you guys are having a good week, have had a good time while we've been away. Hopefully we can get more stuff to you. How you been? I haven't seen you in a while, bud.
I mean, I shaved the beard
You
off.
did? I like it. It looks good. And I'm actually growing in a beard. See fuck, I can't do this like it's a mirror. This spot right here needs a little work. But once that fills in a little bit, I think I'll actually have a full actual beard.
If I'd have known you were getting a beard, I'd have kept all my hair.
Well, I'm not going full beard. I'm not going to go any longer than this probably. I'll keep it short. I just needed some covering,
Beard is makeup for men.
Facts. I don't think it makes me look better though. I just am using it to.
You can't improve on perfection.
Okay, I'm not even high-fiving that. It's not worth the time on that. Anyway, couple things to go over. Where do I start? We got tons of bullshit to get that says obviously. I think we should dive into the important stuff right away, and then we'll leave the sports for later, because this shit's actually important. First of all, you're making a sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly, probably standard. My wife making it for my kid, right? Makes the sandwich, cuts it down the middle. Okay. And that upset me because my stream over here stopped working. Not a stream, but our audio version, which someday, I promise, will be uploaded to the Buzzsprout website, and we'll be there again. Okay, we're back to streaming over here too. Anyway, so my wife cut the sandwich, the bread. She cut it down the middle and then fed that to our kid like that was a normal thing to do. I'm wondering if I'm the only one who's diagonal's the way to go.
No, diagonal, yeah.
Okay, right.
If you're gonna cut it,
you don't have to cut it. Right. If you don't cut it, you start from one of the rounded ends.
I don't have the patience. I go full believes
which
right
is fine.
Sammy.
But you're grown. For a kid, you gotta cut it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was little, I got super jazzed if somebody cut my Sammy
diagonal.
Oh,
because that's the way it's supposed to go. And I'm posing this out to our audience to see what their reaction is, because I was very upset. I was like, man, that's not how you cut a sandwich. She's like, that's how I cut the sandwich. I'm like, how did we make it this far?
How did we get married?
I'm just curious. Obviously, you cut a diagonal, you have a place to start. If you just go with the middle, it's weird. And you got the rounded end, that's where you take your first bite from when you just eat the whole sandwich, right?
Well, and then the middle is the good part.
And see, that transitions perfectly into my next question. In my opinion, the only food that gets better the more you eat of it is cheeseburgers. It doesn't, and it also doesn't matter how you eat it, because there are some people who eat around, like in a circle towards the center. No. Those people exist. My wife is one of them.
Why does your wife not eat like a normal person?
She's a weirdo. But I had a friend in high school who did the same thing. She ate around.
So it's a girl thing.
It probably is. But also, some people try to pick out the best bite and eat from the other end of that. I disagree. I think whenever you eat a cheeseburger, all the stuff is going to migrate perfectly.
It's like a burrito.
No.
Yeah, burrito pushes
No, because the problem with burritos is, at least like when you buy burritos like from Taco Bell, there is a good end of the burrito.
Yeah, it's the end.
No. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Because if you can start at the good end of the burrito. For example, like I like sour cream, right? So when you get the beefy 5-layer burrito, some of them have the sour cream at one end. So if you don't start,
because whoever folded it sucks balls.
Fine. But I'm saying
I could show you I could teach you how to Taco Bell wrap. I worked there for like 6 months.
But hear me out. burritos there is a good spot of the burrito. It doesn't move. The cheeseburger, it doesn't matter what your last bite is. That's the best bite. Burrito, your best bite could be the first one. Like Chipotle, you're gonna get one bite that's got all the good stuff in it, but that's it.
Can I talk? Have you ever had Qdoba?
Yeah, it's mid.
They're mid.
It's super mid.
I had them for dinner yesterday, and it's bland as shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I am vanilla as shit, so I don't get any of the.
No. I mean, I don't get like spicy shit.
Even my wife, who got more vegetables and shit, said
it's not as good as Chipotle. I'm sorry. They do, however, have breakfast options, and having a breakfast burrito does give it some points in that Chipotle doesn't have. But back to the topic at hand. Cheeseburgers are the only thing that get better as you eat them. There is nothing else that gets better. The last bite of what you're eating is not always the best. Cheeseburger, 100% of the time, the last bite's the best. And
I still can't get over the fact that you told me with a straight face, you know not one but two people that eat around the motherfucker.
There might be more. I can think of two off the top of my head.
You know the only two people in the world that do that.
Isn't that weird?
Because when I get a cheeseburger, I just bite it.
Oh, yeah. You're chomping straight through. Now, I think I've got maybe one more.
I obliterate cheeseburgers.
All right, here's the next question. Very important topic that I didn't know was a topic. How do you stand in the shower? Do you stand facing the water, or do you stand with your back to the water?
What am I doing?
Showering. What do you mean?
No, what am I doing? Am I washing? What am I doing?
Do you turn in the shower then?
Yeah.
Because so do I. But apparently there are people who do all of it facing away from the water.
That's fucking weird.
And there's some people who do it facing all in the water, which I don't know how you get anything done. I wash my hair, and I wash my hair.
So that goes to tell me that one side of your body is not.
I mean, I'm sure they soak the whole thing. But here's the other thing, right? So when I had my long hair, I would shower both ways. Yeah. I would do because I had so much shit. I had to get all spin 360. Yeah. And like sometimes you have a little video, a little music playing in the back. You're chilling. You look at the back of the video. You turn. I spin, but apparently some people don't spin, and it's very important on which way you stand facing the shower.
Normally, I spin. Yeah, I don't stand too. I don't stand one way.
I spin. Now, maybe it's telling the way you first get in. First, that you get in the shower.
I face the water.
You face the water. See, I'm the opposite. I face away from it, I think.
No, I want to get this.
To be fair,
I want to get all this wet first.
All of my shit is at the back of the shower.
How do you get in a pool? Do you jump in or do you crawl in?
Oh, I crawl. I'm a bitch. All right, how about this? Wait. You obviously turn the shower on before you get in.
Right.
Which end do you get in the shower?
The farthest away from the water.
Obviously.
Who doesn't? Bro, we got to have her on here. We got to talk to her.
The other thing, dog, check this out. How do you get out of the shower? Same end, or you get in at where the water comes out?
I push the curtain away from the shower head.
See, that's weird. I push the shower to the shower head.
That one, I don't really know.
But when I get out, like let's say, oh no, I gotta shit in the shower or something, right? I get out still away from the water. Yep. I've seen her get out through the water. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense. You're just getting.
Your wife is broken.
She's a weirdo, dog. She's a weirdo. Now, we'll stick on not sports, and then we'll
serious topics. Is what you're saying?
Not serious, but
no, these are.
Well, those were hard hitting.
These are life.
You got to get the hard hitting ones out of the way first. Let everybody settle down, and then we can talk about the bullshit.
Have you ever seen somebody bite a burrito in the middle?
I almost punched my fucking cousin. So, he's my cousin now. But
you're married to a weirdo that eats food weird.
She does.
But watching, have you ever seen somebody eat a Kit Kat?
No, never. Not for real. As a joke, yeah, but not.
I saw. I was like,
you're allowed to swing on sight, right?
You right? You break that shit apart and you eat it like a civilized adult. What's wrong?
How do you eat string cheese?
I bite it.
I string it. To this it tastes better when you string it.
I don't have the patience, man.
Hey, I'm sorry, dog.
I don't eat bananas because I have to unpeel it. I can't.
I don't like the texture. I don't like bananas. Yeah, I don't That's not true. I like bananas, but I can only like one out of the bunch. And my wife, dog, her and her mom. They're like, I want a banana. They cut a banana in half, leave the other half of the banana there, eat half of their banana, little banana chunk.
You eat a whole banana.
Not these ladies, dog. One night we were playing Uno or something.
What is going on in that family?
It was super late, And I would get mad because they would cut the banana in half, and then the other half of the banana just get ground and gross. And eat it. I'm like,
you know, it has a protective
cover.
Fucking eat the whole banana.
So we're playing. They're playing Uno. I think one night it was super late. It was like her brother, his girlfriend was there. She was losing and she got mad. So she's like, I'm gonna take a nap or whatever. I don't know. It was like 10 o'clock, whatever. She goes. She cuts herself a banana. Lays on the couch.
Who eats and then goes and lays down?
Listen, she does. Look. So I go in the kitchen later to get a drink. Whole bushel of bananas. She cut through the one banana and cut a line through all the other peels. So she ruined the whole bunch of bananas in her haste.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Your wife kind of sounds like an asshole.
It was at her house.
That is a banana asshole.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
She is a nana hole right now.
I don't think
I
don't think you say that on the internet. Oh, by the way, speaking of being on the internet, we're also live on Twitch. So I forgot to shout out to Twitch viewers in Twitch land. I finally set it up, so we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. You'll see at the top there, our Instagram is Flex and Nerd. We don't actually have one of those, but Flex and Nerd does go to the YouTube and the Twitter. But I couldn't make it do both.
And Facebook.
The Facebook was actually where we uploaded a lot of our. Used to do a lot of our. I gotta do a better job of that. But anyway,
one day.
We're going to get good at this someday, I swear. But anyway, so yeah, we're live on Twitch for the first time. This is our first stream on Twitch, so if you're in Twitch land, hey, how are you? Thanks for coming to listen to the Flex and Nerd podcast. Hopefully we'll be here every week. Zach and Corey, if you missed that, right here in the middle where the blank space is, there's going to be a display case. Can you grab that guy right there? Yeah. There's going to be a display case. Oh, and this guy's going to be on it. Check it out. That's Godzilla. Unfortunately, I have to take him out of this because he's got this blue fire right here, his atomic breath. That'll actually go in his mouth and look like he's breathing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a lot of those, and the idea of you taking it out of the box makes my.
I know. I don't want to take it out of the box, but I feel like to give him his atomic breath. Look at that. Look how fucking sick. And he glows in the dark, fella. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, so
he beat the fuck out of King Kong.
The first fight was unfair. It was in the water. The second fight, Kong kind of held his own in them. And then the second half of the second fight, Godzilla literally put his foot on his chest.
But King Kong did save his life. So
facts. Here, speaking of movies, we're gonna segue from what I was the bananas into. We did watch the second James Bond movie like 2 months ago.
That was a long time ago, my guy.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. He shot some people.
He did shoot some people.
I will say that
he did do some spy stuff.
The biggest thing that stuck out to me was that movie, which was Quantum of Solace, had every type of chase in the movie. There was a horse race, there was a car chase, there was a foot race, there was an airplane race, there was a boat race. Chase scene.
Yep.
All of them. If there was a vehicle in the movie, if there was a chase scene involving the movie, it was
I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember it.
It was... and I don't either because it was a long time ago.
And then I was watching it, and it to me it was like the first one with him in it, where I felt like I was missing something.
But I gotta ask, what you think you're missing though? They give you everything.
No, like I don't know. Like I feel like I don't know. It felt like an incomplete movie. There, I'll say that.
That's fair. That's a decent way to put that. But I think maybe once we get in the flow, maybe we watch Space Jam 2. I know.
Okay, I'll watch it, but I have heard nothing but bad shit.
But also, here's what I want you to understand. Hey.
But my question is. Let me wait.
Nah, you're good. You keep talking.
My question is again, I posed this to you yesterday. Is it bad, or is it bad because LeBron's in it, and it's because it's a sequel that we didn't need?
Well, I will say this. I think it's part of that. We didn't need a sequel, and I don't know if it's a sequel so much as like a reboot, a retelling, a different movie.
Is it called Space Jam 2, or is it called Space Jam: A New Legacy?
It's called Space Jam 2: A New Legacy.
So then it's a sequel.
Here's my
problem. The problem with waiting this long for a sequel, and we're grown up now, so like.
But it's not for us.
Exactly. Looney Tunes isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Not like it was when we were kids.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's not, and I don't. Here's what I'm going in with: very low expectations. I don't think the movie's going to be good. I have no hope of it being good.
Here's how dumb the public is, right? So my maintenance guy told one of my workers that the reason that they made Space Jam 2 was because LeBron demanded that they made this movie. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow. Is
it that, or did somebody go, hey, remember when we made all that fucking money with Michael Jordan in it? I wonder. And LeBron's wanting to be in Hollywood.
And also, they didn't ask him. No mention of this came up until after he started acting. Like, he was in Trainwreck. And the scenes he was in Trainwreck were really good. And I think that's where they were like, oh, wait, he's actually halfway decent. Maybe we can do another Space Jam. Like, and he especially didn't get it until after he won the title against Golden State.
I don't know. I just think
that's I've never heard once people say he demanded it.
It's a movie we didn't need.
I agree.
So I think that's a lot of backlash. You're going to get the...
Skip Bayless?
Yeah, those people where you're like, no, fucking LeBron.
Yeah, he's copying Jordan. Listen, guys, he's going to make a lot of money doing it.
He is technically copying Jordan right now. But is he, or did he get offered a movie and he was like, fuck yeah, I'll take it?
Why would he turn it down? Like, what are you talking? All right, I'll offer you millions of dollars to go film a movie. You going to do it?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so tired of people acting like they wouldn't take this money. It's like that. It's like, okay, so first, are we done not talking about sports? Because I've got popped into my head.
Go for it. Well, I have one more thing that's not sports related. But go ahead.
So college passed it, so where kids can get paid.
Yes, college athletes will be able to get sponsorships and stuff.
The now that everything's coming up, now you're getting these kids that got kicked out or got in trouble, i.e., Reggie Bush, Terrell Pryor, all these kids. And I got in a discussion about this shit with people at work about it, about how should Reggie Bush be reinstated? And I don't understand why people hate the guy so much. Now, granted, I get it, Notre Dame fans.
I don't hate Reggie Bush. He made me sad.
To me, it feels like people are like, oh, you just can't do that. All right, so let me ask you this. Put yourself in his shoes, where you get to go to college for free.
Sure.
And you're excellent. And there's a possibility that you're going to make it to the NFL. He's obviously going to make it to the NFL. But this guy's like, listen, if you let me represent you when you make it to the next level, right now, tomorrow, I'll buy your parents a house.
Yeah.
99 out of 100 are going to take that.
Of course.
So I don't understand why people talk
and that's like not like the worst thing in the whole world. That's not
like
he cheated.
Terrell Pryor literally changed his autograph for fucking tattoos and people
that he put on his own body.
Bro, it's not like he was like, yeah, fucking.
He's tattooing people in the street,
bro.
No. Nah, I get it too, and
that just popped in my mind.
Giving him his Heisman back and stuff, I think
you need to reinstate all these records now, all of them.
You can't retroactively do it.
Just you took them away. Why can't you?
I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters either way, but
with
I get it.
Terrell Pryor,
like, what does it get him to get his records back?
No, but Reggie Bush, yeah, because he's a Heisman Trophy winner. He deserves a Heisman Trophy.
I agree that it should go down that he had a Heisman Trophy. That I 100% agree.
Give that man his trophy.
I don't care about the records. I don't care about USC's record. What does that get him? Does it change anything? Do they get the national championship?
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine so.
Maybe that matters. But at the end of the day, I think the only one that actually is valid is the Heisman, because when you look at the list of Heisman winners, Reggie Bush isn't on there.
He got vacated.
So I think that should go on there. I agree with that. They didn't even give it to Vince Young, who finished second that year or whatever, which was kind of weird. Before we get really deep into sports...
Sorry for a little segue.
No, you're good.
It popped into my mind, and I wanted to talk about it before I forgot.
Star Wars Visions. I wanted to talk about that before.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I sent you the link. It's Star Wars anime.
Okay, yeah.
It comes out. It's
you
called
sent
Visions.
It to me like 6 weeks ago. So.
Well, it's not my fault. It comes out September 9th, I think. There are 9 episodes. All episodes, I think, are made by 7 different anime studios who've done big things like Attack on Titan, Gurren Lagann.
So what's it about?
They are, each episode, all 9 are independent episodes. They're their own individualized story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end in that one episode. I don't know how long each episode is going to be. That much hasn't been disclosed. But like the titles, like one of them's called The Duel, one of them's called The Twins. There's a lot of different.
So here's my problem. So I think what they're going to probably do is they're probably just going to show things that we've never seen on screen before. In my opinion,
sure. I mean, it's anime, so yeah.
No, I mean like you're going to see like probably Luke and Leia training together. More.
Well, it's not. The twins isn't actually about Luke and Leia. It's about a different set of twins, probably based on.
See, this is my problem. They're going to do this. They're going to introduce a bunch of new characters.
Well, it's not canon.
So then why are we doing it?
I think. Hear me out.
Say it. Disney wants more money.
Well, yes, but what I think is going to happen is
this. Star Wars cow.
Star Wars cow's got a lot of fucking money in it, dog. Here's what they're going to do. Whichever of these, or however many are the best received, they will get a movie or a series that they continue on.
Forward.
Think of each of these as a pilot.
Right.
And then the ones that are best received get continued, and the other ones just don't. They said they went and found, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but they went and found people who are passionate about Star Wars, who wanted to tell stories. Like, some of them are samurai, like it's like a samurai theme, like Star Wars. I think it's going to be really exciting. I'm super excited to see what they come up with. And because it's not canon, they can kind of do some weird shit, and I won't be mad at it. Unlike somebody who tries to do that in the middle of a series.
In the middle of a trilogy.
In the middle of like the third trilogy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We could do that all day. Point being, I'm really excited. I think the duel, the couple of the highlights or like clips they showed from it looks super cool.
Shut the hell up and give me my Obi-Wan show.
Who are you?
Everybody. Anybody listening. You know, I feel bad because I still haven't finished Falcon and Winter Soldier. What other show is there? Loki. I haven't even started Loki. I can't. Here's the problem, and this is what I was nervous about. You're oversaturating the fuck out of it. Loki's already got a second season green-lighted. We haven't had a new movie in, 2 years now? 3 years? I don't count Black Widow. I don't count Black Widow. Nobody cares about Black Widow. Hey, did you go see it?
No.
Are you gonna?
No.
Okay, then.
I want to see Fast 9. Just to piss you off, mostly.
The fucking family memes are the greatest.
They're awesome. I freaking love it. And the family memes right there, that's why I can watch that movie. It's not serious. It's fucking campy as hell. I want to go watch cars go into space and shit. I am so okay with that.
I want them to all go into space and then... Nope, never mind. I was going to say something really offensive, and I'm not going to do that because we're going to get... I'll say it to you when there's not a camera on. So, yeah, I think the funniest ones were the Star Wars ones. You see the one where he's in the hallway with Darth Vader, and then he gets cut in half. No, it's the one from Rogue One, and he's like, somebody's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, he can't stop family, and then he turns around and then fucking Vader cuts him in half.
Nah, I think
I want Vin Diesel to start showing up in movies and saying,
guys, listen.
If he says that, he's gonna be the greatest actor of all time.
Everybody, cross your fingers and listen to me. Universal wants to do a Fast and Furious Jurassic World crossover, and I want Dominic Toretto to ride a goddamn Velociraptor in a battle.
No, he's gonna chase it down with a car, the same car.
Can the Velociraptor ride in the passenger seat?
This is what I want to happen. All right, Fast and the Furious 10. Right? They don't even tell you that it's anything to do with dinosaurs. Right? All of a sudden, fucking Dominic comes in and he's like, "Listen, we got to go back in time." Right.
I'm good with it. It's great.
And because they're in space, so they're coming back from space. Right. Turns out, when they went into space, they went through a time vortex, and he's the reason all the dinosaurs die. But so flash forward, he comes back. They're mad at him because some reason there's a T-Rex there that remembers that he killed his parents. Boom. The family versus T-Rex.
Okay, no, I want them to team up with dinosaurs. Nope. I want them to fight the dinosaurs.
Nope.
Also,
Dino Family,
Jurassic World Dominion is gonna have
that last one that was out with Pratt.
There's been two.
I won't watch it. The first one I watched, it was alright.
Jurassic World was really good.
It was alright.
Jurassic World 2 was.
It was transparent as shit that they were gonna T-Rex it up.
They didn't.
They did.
They didn't. And the second
one, I didn't see the second one. The first one. With the fucking blue, the blue little fucking fuckers, the raptor, yeah, blue. I was like, yeah, T-Rex is gonna come out and fuck this thing up, and sure enough,
but he didn't. The Mosasaurus ate him.
Who pushed him?
Nobody. I mean, Blue and the T-Rex backed him up, and then he got chomped on by the Mosasaur.
Can we talk about how cool Mosasaur is?
Can we? Here's what show you need to watch.
He's out, right?
Yeah. He might be.
He's out.
You gotta watch
chomping blue whales.
Camp Cretaceous on Netflix. It's pretty good. I know we got a lot of shows to watch.
I am halfway through.
I started Castlevania.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm through season 1. I think I started season 2.
Does Dracula give you boners?
At first, yeah, but now I see he's committing suicide. At least that's what the short horn or short fang or the Viking looking motherfucker is. The berserker.
What is his name?
I don't know. He's a bitch. He wants to fuck Camilla, who's cool. But Dracula's basically trying to kill himself because he isn't. Because they killed his wife. Mm-hmm. When he shows up in the pyre and he's like, "You have 1 year. Say goodbye to your gods and get the fuck out of Wallachia, or you're all gonna die. And then they were like, the fucking fat old bishop was like, we fear no god.
So how do you like Trevor and?
I'm gonna let me be 100% honest.
I swear to fucking God, I will walk out.
You're not gonna be happy with me. The fight scenes thus far, super underwhelming, extra underwhelming, but I give it a pass because it's a Netflix show and I'm okay with that. I understand what it is. My Record of Ragnarok show, the animation wasn't as good as it could have been. To? Anime, my guy.
What? Like, don't compare it to Naruto. That's
all right, My Hero. What
about My Hero? Dude crying the whole time, waiting for All Might to come do All Might stuff.
So you're telling... Okay.
I honestly have not seen a good My Hero fight. What are you talking about?
Versus Nomu?
Oh, the first... Nomu? I mean, sure, cool. I mean, that was dope, but, like, that wasn't a fight. That was just All Might motherfucking him to death.
That's a fight!
No, it's not.
It is a fight. No, he showed up and fought and then died.
Nomu didn't fight. Nomu got his ass obliterated,
okay,
bro.
Listen.
Okay, was it a fight when Madara showed up and put his dick in 1,800 people?
Yes,
no,
it was awesome.
That was a slaughter. That's not a fight.
Cool.
Who fought him? I'll wait.
Remember
guy number 6 that got his shit paper bombed?
Remember when Tamari was like, I'm the strongest wind style user, and then Naruto showed up and be like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
And then it took like 13 fire ninja doing the fire breath to match Madara's one massive wall of flames. By the way, I know you guys don't care. I care. I'm reinstalling Shinobi Strikers. We haven't played it in about 3.5 years. No, Squish is 3. We probably haven't played it in 4 years.
I was saying, I think we played it before she was born, bro.
We definitely played it before she was born. She might have been pregnant. We're at 4, maybe 5 years at this point. We haven't played this game. I miss it so much. I haven't played any Naruto games. I'm sick and tired of 2K. We're going to play, at least I'm going to play, Naruto again.
That game gave us the greatest gaming moment we've ever had.
I think about it probably once a month, maybe more often than that. Like, I'll be playing games, and...
I think about that more than, like, when we were playing Battlefront every weekend.
Yeah, I do. Battlefront every weekend, super cool. It was chill.
Battlefront just takes too much fucking space.
It's like 150 gigabytes for one game.
I mean, but it is a pretty game.
Oh, yeah, it looks great. There's a lot of characters.
Did you ever play the storyline?
Like 4 minutes of
it's
it.
Alright.
The first few missions.
It's alright.
There was clearly supposed to be more. But anyway, that's what I heard anyway. But point being, back to Naruto. First of all, I miss Hokage, and he's never going to speak to us again, and that's okay. But I miss him.
I almost had him come back to work with us, but it fell through.
But listen, tell Jordan.
I'm going to ask him. I'm like, when's the last time you played that game?
Dog,
it'd be nice to get him back.
It was so cool, and maybe Tony will play with us. Shout out to you, Tony.
He made me so mad how good he was.
He was so good, and we all started at the same time, and he was just better. He just fucked everybody. He was a healer. He'd run around fucking healing us while beating ass, and we're just like floundering in the back, like trying to help. Like, goddamn.
I'm out here throwing out Rasengans, and he's just like, kunai.
Kills me. Like, oh, fuck. They've added a lot of game modes. They've added, like, it's a huge roster now. They've got all 5 Kage, Kagegara, Tsunade, Raikage, I think, A is the Raikage. Killer Bee. No, not Killer Bee. I don't think he's in it. He might be. I don't know. They've added so many people.
Remember when he almost killed Sasuke, but then decided he needed to write some rhymes?
Yeah. That was a good fight. Sasuke died like 3 times in that fight.
No, it was not a good fight. That was a murder.
No, it was a fight.
Killer Bee was rapping.
Yeah, sure. That was right after, but that was right after.
Could have killed him.
Sasuke, first of all, 1v1 the 8-tailed beast. Whether or not he lived to tell about it. First of all, let's start there. Second of all, that is the first thing he did after he got his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So he didn't even really know what he was doing. No, I don't think he had the EMS yet. He might have just had his Mangekyo Sharingan after beating Itachi. And because he had been using the Amaterasu so much, he was bleeding still. He didn't have his EMS yet. So
first of all, what's up? You said his name wrong. The GOAT. Second of all, don't do that.
Madara is the GOAT. Madara is fucking savage.
It goes fucking Madara and then like Itachi.
Itachi's story gets better the longer Naruto goes on.
Bro, when you find out that the whole time he's been a good guy,
yeah, it fucks with you a little bit.
And you're like, dude, you sacrificed your entire family tree.
Also, I heard a cool breakdown of when Sasuke shows up on the battlefield. right before they go fight the Ten Tails with Naruto and Sakura.
Remember when Sakura said that she's as powerful as they are?
I finally caught up to them. She did master the 100 ceilings jutsu.
Did she?
Faster than Tsunade.
You're comparing yourself to two gods, though. Where is she at in Boruto? What's she doing in Boruto?
She's babysitting.
Oh.
Also, side note.
But if she was super important, where would she be?
Listen.
Well, no. Where would she be?
The show isn't called Sakura.
If she was just as powerful as Naruto,
I never said that she did.
No, but they really tried to pivot that shit.
She did have a really cool episode in the first 10 episodes.
When she's punching.
Yeah, she beat up an Uchiha.
Who?
Shin.
I almost punched you in the shin. That's what almost happened right there.
But that fight she had, she saves Sarada. It was a cool fight. Sasuke kind of saved her. It was dope though, like right, because like Sasuke shows up and he like does shit. That's the fight where the kid tries to stab Naruto in the stomach, and he grabs the kunai and breaks it in his hand. And Kurama's eyes have taken to his settle down, Kurama, and it shows Kurama just like fucking steam coming out of his mouth, and the little kid like actually shits his pants. Yeah,
I shit my pants.
I love that part.
Speaking of which, Sadara can do the fucking
Chidori.
Yeah,
she's been practicing a lot.
Saw the clip though. You owe me an apology because I told you that her time was coming and you said no. I'm not even watching this show and I know.
First of all read the manga. I knew her time was coming and she dominates. First of all, she's the only reason Boruto and the other dickhead are alive because she figures this shit out.
So she fucked up then because she should have let Boruto die. Anyway,
here, listen. I was talking about Naruto when Sasuke shows up on the battlefield during the Great Ninja War. He shows up, says, "I'm gonna be Hokage," and then Kiba's like, "I'm gonna be Hokage." Like,
yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Kiba, shut up!
If you don't get your werewolf wannabe ass out of here,
either one of those two will fuck you and the dog at the same time with one hand."
And there's nothing you can do about it.
But anyway,
Naruto's about to send 10,000 clones that are stronger than you could ever imagine yourself being, and they're all gonna fuck you. One after another. It's going to be aggressive.
The 10,000 dick jutsu. Hinata is a master of that, by the way. Hey! Sorry, wow, this is really getting off topic.
How many... Okay, but seriously.
No.
There's no way that hasn't happened, right?
Never, no. 100% happened. 100% happened. And
she's like, you know what's better than one Naruto? 3 of them.
Anyway, that wasn't Sasuke wasn't saying, I want to be Hokage like Naruto want to be Hokage. He was declaring... I'm going to be Hokage, and there's nothing you fucks can do about it.
He went Madara about it.
Yeah, and I like that interpretation. The other thing was... Oh, go ahead. No, I lost my train of thought. No. You interrupted me. I lost my train of thought.
Found out... So you remember how we find out... So Hashirama killed Madara, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
He thought he did. So then Tobirama sacrifices himself so that... what the fuck's his name? I was saying no, the other one, third Hokage, third Hokage.
Hiruzen.
Yeah, thank you. Sacrifices himself so he becomes Hokage. Yeah. So we know how Tobirama died. Mm-hmm. We know how third died. We know how the fourth died. Mm-hmm. How did Hashirama die?
Old age.
Nope. Nobody knows.
He died of old age. Why does it matter?
Because I just think.
Here's the thing.
Because I just don't want. I just don't want to think about Hashirama dying at all. I feel like he killed. I feel like he took himself out because he's like, look.
He missed Madara.
Nobody in this world can fuck with me. I'm 1,005 years old. Nobody can touch me. And then he just jutsus himself out.
Don't let me forget we're talking about Naruto. Right. In Record of Ragnarok, Lu Bu
would get fucked by Madara.
But anybody that's not anybody, but Lu Bu travels the land. Fighting everything because he wants to find a worthy challenge. He eventually perfects his ultimate technique. He's like, nobody on earth can beat me. So they're telling a story of how he lost his life. He was captured and drug in and he was hung. And he was begging for his life. And people were like, yeah, that's what was wrote down. What actually happened was he was just sitting on the horse like, can we get this over with? Like, I'm bored. I could kill all of you if I want to, but I don't. None of you are a challenge to me. I need to move on. So he volunteered to get hung and killed because
he's like,
there was no challenge.
He's either that or...
Back to Naruto. Let me ask you this. Is it a plot hole in the story of Naruto that you don't know how the first Hokage died? Hashirama.
No, but it does bother me.
That's all. There's a difference. So I want, because I saw somebody say one of the reasons they dislike the show is because of the plot hole that we don't know what happened to the first Hokage. The show's not called the first Hokage. It's not called Hashirama. It's called Naruto.
I guess it's because literally he's the only one you don't know what happened. Literally, second, you know, he sacrificed himself. Third, same thing. Fourth, same thing. Fifth, she just kind of bitched out. Sixth, Kakashi just fucking gave it up to Naruto.
First of all, leave Tsunade alone.
I'm wrong. She needed a 16-year-old boy to save a village that she let get obliterated by Pain. She's trash.
Naruto couldn't have done shit about Pain either because they didn't know he was there. Motherfucker came in from space and said goodbye, village.
She's actually the worst Hokage. Fight me.
I'm not gonna fight you because you're not wrong. I'm not arguing.
Kakashi was like, "Yeah, I'll hold it down," but like
Kakashi's like, "Look, I just need nobody to blow shit up for like 7 months.
Can y'all hang out? Because
like
if,
a year.
If Naruto has to come back and save me, I'm gonna be the worst Hokage. And right now, I'm number 2, and I'm cool with it. Tobirama is racist
as fuck, but that's not the point. The other thing is,
bro, I've heard people say the third was the strongest. And if I hear that one more time,
it's because of
who gives you
statements
shit?
In the show.
Hashirama would have jerked off onto him, and that would have killed him. That's what would have happened. Semen no
why is this episode so sexual?
I'm wrong.
Didn't say that.
So Hashirama is the strongest in the whole show, right?
No, Naruto is.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You remember when his Susanoo
yeah.
stopped Ninetales? Literally a beast bomb? Just remember that?
What are you talking about, bro? Because Hashirama doesn't have a Susanoo.
Or not a Susanoo. What was that?
His golem thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember when his 1,000 Hands Wood Golem smacked the fuck out of a full body? Not full. Listen, Kurama in Naruto, at the end of Naruto, he ends up with a full Kurama avatar, or not avatar, the actual full tail beast. He's got half of them. Bro. The whole show. He's got half. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hashirama fucked up fully alive Madara, a full Madara Susanoo cloaked full body Kurama, full powered. Smack the bitch off of him, first of all. Second of all, you're right. Hashirama's very strong. Hashirama can't compete with Naruto.
Yeah, he can.
He can't. He's second strongest Hokage.
Because he could have reached up into her womb and pulled his ass out.
Jesus. Look, Hashirama is probably...
I am a little upset that we don't know how he died. I like the fact that he probably died of old age.
I'm assuming this. But see, here's the thing. Why would they give it to Tobirama?
Do we ever find out how Tobirama became
I think Hokage? He was just like, dog, I'm done being Hokage. You do it.
He's like, dude, listen, nobody fucks with me. This is boring. I don't want it. You do it.
And then he got beat up by Shinkaku and Ginkaku.
Which, by the way, are the dumbest shinobi names I think I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. Ginkaku?
Hey, remember when they gave
Look out, Ginkaku's coming to town.
Remember when they gave the token black shinobi Black Lightning?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? You know what was mad about that? Because, like, Amaterasu is one of the coolest fucking jutsu in the whole fucking thing.
Okay, that's dope.
And you were just like, what if we took the black fire and made it lightning?
Also,
but then pretend it's something totally
Hear me out. Why the stereotype for black superheroes, anime included, why is it lightning? The only village with black people in the whole show, lightning.
You're not wrong.
Black lightning. Static shock, lightning. Killua, Black Air Force energy, lightning.
Thor's not black.
He's not black.
And he is the god of thunder.
But that's not lightning.
He can take your soul out. Can we talk about Thor?
He does, yeah, the God blast.
The MCU is nerfed the fuck out of the strongest hero.
They did. He's the only one. He's like the only hero stronger than Superman.
You know why? You know that's why. Because like Thanos
doesn't pose a threat when you can take his soul out. Side note. Thanos. Do you know how fucking powerful Black Panther is? Like, do you realize that? I didn't realize how.
But Vibranium is sexy as shit.
Vibranium not only is sexy as shit, it's actually like really.
Adamantium is the synthetic version of Vibranium, and it's strong because like when adamantium is in its solid state, it cannot be broken by anything other than adamantium. Right. It copied off Vibranium. Somebody was like, "I want that shit, but I can't get it. I'm gonna make it."
I didn't know that, but yeah, I've been reading a lot of or hearing a lot. How do I say this? There's a TikToker I follow. His name's Comics Related. Super cool guy, by the way. I think you'd love him. Except he hates Batman, so you probably wouldn't get along with that bit. But to be fair,
he likes comics, right?
He loves comics.
Then he's fucking full of shit. No, he doesn't. How do you hate?
He doesn't hate the character of Batman. He mostly hates how much people jerk him off. How Batman can beat anybody if he has prep time.
That's literally what the comics have said since the dawn of time.
But listen, sometimes listen.
Is he a Superman fanboy and he just can't stand the fact that he smacks on Kryptonians, little precious fucking boy?
No, that's not the. He said specifically said what bothered him. He was a huge Batman fan, like you were. But what bothered him was like
I am.
Like you are, yes. Like what bothered him was like, for example, Batman's walking down the street. Captain America is walking down the street. They decide they're gonna have a death battle. There's no way that Captain America wouldn't beat Batman.
Why not?
He's literally better at everything that Batman is.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he is.
Nope.
What?
Batarang.
Vibranium shield.
That's all
he also is enhanced. He's enhanced with superhero serum.
Special about him came out of a vial.
So you're just gonna quote movies at me? Shut the fuck up.
Man.
Second of all, listen to me. That's what bothered him. Like, for example, people think Spider-Man would lose to Batman if they were. Again, I'm not saying with prep time he doesn't wash a lot of people.
So exactly,
but in a death battle situation,
to me, it's like honestly, like the Hulk versus Batman. The Hulk fucks him up if he doesn't get a chance to figure out who he is first.
Fine, yeah, sure.
Because this is like Superman. Superman can fuck the Hulk up if he doesn't let the Hulk get mad.
If he does it fast enough, you're right.
Or you just don't pick his ass up, fly him into fucking space.
But anyway, and Superman, by the way, I agree, super busted. The shit he can do is absolutely bananas.
I just don't like that it's like everything.
Yeah, it is everything.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
pretty much everything.
But like, you can say that for all of the DC universe. It's not just Superman and Batman. It's like all of them. Like fucking Flash is so fast he can literally travel through time.
Flash would fuck Superman's mouth.
All of them, if you wanted to.
Flash is the only character unchecked.
Except Batman. So.
Flash could run backwards through time and kill Martha and Wayne Kent before they fucking make Bruce.
I think he did. That's what happened. Fucking Flash went on a run. By the way, I do not like the way Ezra Miller does the Flash run.
His Flash run, awful. His portrayal of Flash got better, especially in Justice League.
Yeah,
the Zack Snyder cut. Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't watched it, carve out 4 hours for yourself and watch it.
You don't gotta watch it in one
good.
sitting, but
no, do it.
I did. It was really
I was gonna carve it, and then I was like, well, that's the whole movie.
I got nothing else to do. Might as well. It was really good.
You know what made me sad still to this day is that I don't think we're going to get any more Jared Leto Joker. And he
turned it on.
Redeemed the fuck out of himself.
That was ridiculous. All right. Let's talk about the best Game 7 performances.
That's what happens when you send a boy to do a man's job.
Oof. God, he was good. All right. Since 2000, where they Bleacher Report, one of your websites that you often get news from.
I was gonna say I don't trust them. They just send me shit.
Put out the 7 greatest clutch Game 7 performances. I assume because it's Game 7 they should all be clutch, but I digress. So here's how they rank them. 1, how deep in the playoffs was the series? Game 7 of the NBA Finals obviously counts for more than around 1 Game 7. 2, how close or good the game? If it was a 30-point game but you got blown out by 40, it's not really clutch. 3, how well did the individual or duo play in the fourth quarter or overtime? Was it a particularly critical moment in the franchise's history? Allen Iverson's Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Kevin Garnett's Game 7 that got Minnesota one of its only post-series series wins, stuff like that. Did your team win? If you win, you obviously get more points. Let's see. First round. I don't care about first round. I want the actual.
Speaking of which, just before we hop into this, I just got a thing from Bleacher Report saying that LeBron's going to be at Game 5. So your boy Skip is going to be on one.
He's going to be at Game 5? Oh,
he's at Game 5 right now.
Oh, well, Skip is going to... And you know what?
Making it all about him.
Listen.
You know,
if Chris Paul loses, 100% Skip's going to say somehow it's LeBron's fault. 100%.
Even though he choked the ball up and he's the reason they lost Game 4. Was it 4 or 3? 3.
4.
Yeah.
He fumbled the ball back.
I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but it didn't look like point guard material to me.
Where is my...
Magic wouldn't have done that. I'll tell you that much right now. Neither would Steph. But go ahead. Point guard.
Is this... Okay, I found him. Okay, so we were going to go top 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7. So starting off, Game 7, Shaq and Kobe 2000 Western Conference Finals against Portland. Kobe had 25, 11, and 7 assists, 4 blocks. Shaq had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That was the lob game.
Kobe got carried by Shaq. Sure did.
Shaq averaged 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the finals during those 3 finals runs.
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
Kobe averaged like 25, my guy. So.
I'm not saying he got carried.
People do.
We all have to. People do, and I say it sometimes piss you off, but we have to accept. We all can agree Kobe wasn't the best player on those finals teams. That doesn't mean you got carried.
Are you talking about prime Shaq versus baby Kobe? Yeah, I'm not saying that. But 3 rings is 3 rings.
Game 6.
3-peat.
So. Game 6. The 6th ranked game was Kevin Garnett 04 Western Conference Finals versus Sacramento Kings.
Well,
Did he win that game?
Not Western Conference Finals. He was never in the Western
Semi-finals. Wait, but if it's the semifinals, don't you go to the finals? The Western Conference Finals? So you lost this game and it's above that?
Probably.
It says a victory. Was it? What did I say? Game 4 Western Conference Finals. Anyway, he did win Game 7.
So he went to the he did go to the Western Conference.
That
Finals.
was the year he was named MVP. So apparently, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Game 5th on the list is Allen Iverson 2001 Eastern Conference Finals versus Milwaukee Bucks. 44 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. That's a huge ass game. God damn.
Kyrie.
What's up?
What's up?
What were you talking shit for?
Kyrie wouldn't do
4. Kobe 2010 Finals versus Boston Celtics. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists. That's a hell of a lot of rebounds for a guard. But to be fair, that's probably Kobe's best finals performance.
Why is that better than Allen Iverson's game?
I don't know.
Because it's in the finals,
I think, yeah. Good for him. That's what secured the fifth ring. That's
he
why
didn't
they
play well in that last game though. Without Ron Artest, he doesn't win that.
No, but I don't know why they're giving him so much credit.
Remember when he passed the ball to Meta World Peace for 3? Bro, I was screaming. I was straight up Steve Kerr about it. I was screaming. I was like, why did
I love that feeling, and I'll never have it again. That was really sad. Manu Ginobili, 2005 Finals versus Detroit Pistons. Look. That's why he won right there. See the hair? Manu Ginobili with hair is the best player in NBA history.
No, that's not true.
It's not?
Pistol Pete. Period.
Pistol Pete's the best.
Go play 2K with Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete's a dog.
You can't miss. No matter where he's at. Half court. That's not true.
Stat line, 23 point. You mother... Hey guys, come on! What's up? Why are you so stressed?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say that game that he swatted the bat out of the air because that is.
It is seriously one of the most badass things I've ever seen. I couldn't do that.
When does that Morbius movie come out?
That's a good question. Morbius is Jared Leto too, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year, I think.
I don't know much about Morbius.
Number 2 was LeBron Finals versus San Antonio Spurs. Game 7, 37 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals to seal his 2nd consecutive championship. Obviously, there's nothing else to describe there. And then number 1 was LeBron 2016 Warriors. Game 7, 27, 11, 11, 3 blocks.
I was gonna say
the best block of all time. 2 steals.
Well, not according to some of the people I'm seeing.
Listen, here's the other thing that we got to talk about. Obviously, moral of the story, I wanted to talk about that just so we could say LeBron had the clutchest Game 7 performance of all time. Listen, yeah, I know. I'm petty. Leave me alone. Giannis's Game 1 block where he ran kind of like LeBron, ran in full court, blocked it. It was a good block.
It was a damn good block.
Super athletic.
Got up right at the right time.
It was awesome.
It was a nice block.
Not better than LeBron's.
Well, tell him why.
Because it was Game 2.
One of them literally saved the game. The
right.
other one
was in the second quarter. Like, it was cool.
It was a good block. Great block.
You get props for that. Great defensive play. Good hustle. All that.
Might be one of the best blocks in finals history, but it ain't the best.
Next up, Game 4. They put Giannis in a pick and roll. Guy tries to throw an alley-oop over Giannis. He flips his hips, jumps over, and blocks the alley-oop attempt by DeAndre Ayton. That play would have given the Suns the lead. Super awesome play. Great block. Probably the second best block I've seen in the finals, personally. Not better than LeBron's block. It was Game 7 of the final. Somebody tried to say, well, if you take all the context out, Giannis is a better block.
No, stupid. That's what makes the LeBron... that's a regular season block. Crazy block. But the fact that it was in Game 7 in the finals, my man about died after the fucking play.
Nobody had scored in like 3 minutes on either side. The next basket wins the game. And guess what happened? The next basket won the fucking game. What are you talking about? Also, by the way, LeBron did hit 2 free throws.
That block single-handedly is the reason that fucking KD went to the Warriors.
Iguodala still can't do it.
Iggy is still...
He's not going to teach his kids how to do layups.
Iggy is still standing outside of the three-point line right now, like, give me the ball. The lane's open. Yeah, but, like, Bron might be in town.
So I'm not going anywhere near that shit, bro. Yeah, no way. Anything else? Oh, I want to talk about super teams. In your opinion...
What's your definition of a super team?
That's my question.
Are we talking about like teams that were built? Like
my question is this. My question is this. For example, I am of the opinion the Miami Heat were a super team.
Yeah. Okay. They were the first super team that was player made.
Right. However,
that's not the first super team.
No, that's not what I'm saying. My counter is this. For example, why do I feel like the Cleveland team wasn't a super team?
Kevin Love is buns.
Kevin Love's part of the reason, but hear me out. The rest of the roster has to matter when you say super team.
Oh, if you say that, then the Miami Heat wasn't a super team. Because...
the rest of that roster's ass.
Chalmers?
Udonis Haslem was a starter.
Norris Cole?
Mike Miller played big minutes.
Bro, Shane Battier, and I'm not talking like Houston or Memphis Shane Battier. I'm talking Miami Heat. You can't even call him a 3-and-D guy because he takes too many charges.
Ray Allen hit the shot that saved the Miami from they got their first championship win, right? It was Game 6. It was a super cool shot. Put it to overtime.
They won one before that.
Was that the second? You're right.
When they raffle stomped the Thunder, bro.
Oh yeah. But anyway,
single-handedly made James Harden change teams.
So Ray Allen, like the people put up the thing. It's like LeBron, D Wade, Ray Allen, Chris Bosh. Oh, the super. Ray Allen was 45 years old and only took threes.
And you're not talking about Milwaukee, Ray Allen.
And the other thing is this: the super team, in my opinion, Golden State pick a year, because you went 4 deep with Kevin Durant. You went 4 deep All-Stars, and your bench was still strong. Sean Livingston coming off the bench, he might not be a great player, but he did exactly what they needed. He got mid-range shots, played hella defense.
Take it back. Let's take it back a couple decades. Let's go.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like to say super team.
The Lakers when they had Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and Kobe, but
it's not a super team.
It's not a super team because you had Sasha Vujacic coming off the bench,
who played big minutes.
To go super team, you have to go all the way back to the fucking 90s with the Bulls.
The super team, because your starting 5 was super good. Kerr off the bench, Cuckoo coach off the bench.
Who was arguably
the point guard, number 10, Anderson. What's his name?
B.J. Armstrong.
Ron Harper.
Ron Harper.
Super good defender. Super like you have to be a super team. Everybody on your team, you have to have at least 6 guys. B or higher.
To me, you have to have a guy that
B minus or higher.
Come off the bench and put in substantial amount of damage.
Right.
Like, we're not talking about Ray Allen, who really was only on that Miami team, was only effective when you had LeBron on the floor.
Right.
Because you forgot his old ass was out there.
But also, to be fair, all of LeBron's teams are only effective when he's out there. If you call it a super team, he makes it super. There is not one LeBron team he's been on, and he's been on all these super teams, where if he doesn't play, the team plays above 500.
But who are you including? Are you talking about the Lakers being a super
all
team?
Of them.
Because the Lakers aren't a super team.
No, not at all. But people last year were calling them a super team or something. Anyway,
in the bubble, the only time I'll agree with people when they say that the bubble has an asterisk, it's just because it gave Anthony Davis an opportunity to get healthy. That's the only reason that I'll hear the asterisk. But you can't say that shit about LeBron because he got the same time off everyone else got.
Here's the other thing with the bubble bullshit is, well, how come people aren't complaining about injuries when Goran Dragic and Bam got hurt? Guys, they had 4 months off and then happened to get injured. That's a freak thing, as opposed to you played a game.
Look at this postseason, for instance.
The Clippers played a game every other day for the month of June. 1 day off, game. 1 day off, game. For 16 consecutive days, every other day was a game. For the full month of June. That is, if they get in, like Kawhi gets injured, that's not a freak thing. His body broke down because A, he can't do that, and B, that's not the same as Bam banging his shoulder into AD and getting a bruise in game 1. That's not the same fucking thing. Goran Dragic was injured the round before, and if you're really going to come at me and tell me Goran Dragic was the difference in that series, I'm going to call you full of shit.
Well, he was their leading scorer.
Goran Dragic, dog.
Bro.
Goran Dragic.
80,000-year-old Goran Dragic.
Fuck out of here. So there was no scenario.
And let's be honest, Goran Dragic wasn't going to do shit against Rondo. Rondo is a damn good defender.
What?
Well,
what did playoff Rondo? No. Because everybody was sucking off. Playoff Rondo's the reason he made it a big 3. Playoff Rondo. What did he do for the Clippers? I'll tell you what. He DNP'd the last 6 games of their last series.
You know why? Because he was fucking fed up. No, he's all right. He's all right on a good team.
You know why he's so good? Because LeBron thinks the same way he does. They have a similar thought in the way they approach basketball. So LeBron and him can set people up the same way and it makes sense.
Did you see Rondo at the
cussing
end?
Out Kawhi? Yeah, fuck bro. Yeah. It made me so happy.
You have two fucking Robins on that fucking Clippers team, and then you wonder why it doesn't work.
Anyway,
you can't even call them Robins, man.
Point being is that I think to be defined as a super team, you need to have more than 3 excellent players.
When I think of a genuine super team, obviously the first thing that comes to my mind is fucking the Warriors. And then before that,
Steph,
we're talking about
Clay, Dre, and KD. Not to, who started center doesn't fucking matter. But what does matter is guys.
Zaza Pachulia.
Here's the other problem I want to talk about. Thank you very much for bringing that up. Game 1, 2017.
What are we talking about Zaza for?
Clippers or the Spurs play the Warriors in round 2 of the playoffs.
Okay.
Maybe it was even the Western Conference Finals. I don't know. They meet sometime. Spurs are up 20 in game 1. I think like third quarter. Zaza steps under Kawhi. Kawhi doesn't play the rest of the series. Okay. You see where I'm at now?
They said that was intentional.
It was. I don't care. That's not the point. That's not the point.
That was before I hated Kawhi. Remember that's how long ago that was.
Listen. Was there any chance that in a 7-game series, those Spurs with Kawhi as their only good player beats the Warriors in 7?
No.
Does a 20-point lead actually matter to that Warriors team?
No. That's 7 threes, my guy.
That's 7 threes, and also they played good defense, and also that team has Clay.
They were known to like take games off. That was the whole reason why the Clippers took them 6.
Dog, same fucking. Anyway, point being, listen.
Like, why do we give a fuck?
I'll tell you what. I'll give the same Spurs team.
Not to mention sweeping teams is actually not that good of a thing. It gives you way too much time off.
I agree. Also, listen, I would give that Spurs team 2 games, and I guarantee they still couldn't beat that Warriors team in 7.
Did you say you start out
2-0? 2-0, and I bet the Warriors still catch them.
Yeah, because who else was on that team?
Nobody.
Seriously.
LaMarcus Aldridge, I think. Dejounte Murray.
Can I be honest with you? And I know people, because they're going to do that shit.
Dog, the Warriors were known to go cold.
But fucking LaMarcus Aldridge has always been overrated as fuck, in my opinion.
Did you know Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Greg Oden only played 62 games together, and their record in those 62 games was 50-12. Make of that what you will.
Yeah, Brandon Roy was shit.
What? Was shit or was the shit?
Was the shit.
Okay.
Dog, I remember that shot that he hit. I watched that shit live, bro.
Yeah, I do remember.
When I tell you, I almost woke my dad up.
You can't. Because
I was like,
ah!
Oh, shit, I don't want to. Yelled into the couch.
I woke up my grandpa watching the slam dunk contest with my mom. When Dwight Howard put on the Superman.
Did he come down and give you an elbow to the face?
No, he did tell us to be quiet from the top of the stairs. He's like, hey, keep it down. I'm like, oh shit,
my God. Was that Lucifer?
So I read, I don't remember where, I think it was a comment on a video, but people were talking about, I know, and listen, if you all have TikTok, go to a TikTok video about basketball and go read the comments and feel yourself get stupid.
But here's the thing though, because you can't do that. That's with any comment section.
It's true, it's awful.
TikTok, YouTube,
but Instagram. TikTok is even worse than YouTube, which is impressive, because YouTube is bad. But
YouTube just goes straight to racism, Whereas like TikTok, I imagine they try to sound smart.
But no, sometimes they don't sound smart. They're dumb as fuck.
No, they try to sound smart.
One of the things that someone said was, The quote was, "It's laughable to say players now are that much better than players like from the 90s or the 80s because humans don't evolve in 50 to 60 years." Okay. Let's break all that down.
Nobody said they evolved, but you can't change the way you approach. So when did Michael Jordan play?
86?
85
to 90.
Let's just say 96, 97. 98, whatever. Right?
Yeah. 15.
He was the first one to really start working out.
Thank you.
So
right. He was the first one.
And that was because
not just working out. Like, he would lift weights before the game and then go play the game. Nobody else was doing that. It wasn't a full-time job until Jordan made it that way. Dudes would go to practice and go home. Jordan would go to practice, go home, wake up, shoot some more, go home. Like, all he did was play basketball all year round. That's not how it used to be back in the day. So if you're telling me that
what did everybody want to be like?
Mike. Also, they worked out harder. And if you're telling me that... okay, fine. Humans don't evolve. Well, how many 6'8" freak of athletes like LeBron James existed back then?
But like, here's the thing: they don't evolve. The game has.
The game has changed, and also
the
like
way you approach it.
You work out.
Motherfuckers play basketball all year round now. Yeah. They don't just play.
They didn't know how to dribble back then,
bro.
Like
you see some of the plumbers and fucking electricians that fucking Jordan was going up against.
People don't evolve. You're an idiot. You tried to sound real smart with the evolution comment. No, you're right. Humans, I guess, don't evolve that fast. But if you're telling me there's players like LeBron James that existed back then, you're wrong.
Dog, show me a Giannis back in the day.
Giannis, dog, if Giannis walked it, like, Giannis would be literally the equivalent of Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
A freak of goddamn nature.
Like, dude, if this big motherfucker doesn't sit down.
Dog, that thing I sent you where Wilt would stand on the free throw line, jump, and lay his free throws up, and the NBA was like,
"Hey, you
stop it!
You can't do that.
You gotta shoot him." Anyway, I just thought that was really funny.
I don't shoot. I get buckets. On and off the court.
Let's go into Bullshit Skip Bell says, I know we've got a couple weeks to cover, but I also think an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes is kind of where I want to wrap up. Kind of get a flow back before we do anything too crazy. So, Paul George said he was the most criticized player in the NBA.
I saw that.
He forgets LeBron James exists?
Hold on. Now go ahead. I just wanted people to really absorb.
Oh, yeah. Let that marinate? Yeah.
Because Paul fucking George, bro, you missed 2 free throws in a row.
Also, you choked.
In the clutch.
Oh, yeah, I'm scrutinized. Listen, on the same day he missed those free throws, if LeBron James, I don't know, goes to a WNBA game, he's more scrutinized than you for not even playing basketball. Moving on. Fucking Pro Football Focus. Here we fucking go. God fucking damn it. Let me find it, because this screenshot was weeks ago. Now I gotta find the... Oh, Bip was in his full fucking bippiness. Where's the list? Here it is. Here's the list. Oh, right here. So, they put out their list of the top 10 quarterbacks going into next season. Number 1.
Hold on. Are they going just off quarterback, or are they also going off, like...
Top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL per Pro Football Focus.
What's their criteria?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's their list.
I mean, it does.
Patrick Mahomes... 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct. The list is wrong from there. 2, Tom Brady. Wrong. 3, Aaron Rodgers. 4, Russell Wilson.
This guy might not even fucking play.
Rodgers?
Yeah.
Sorry, he's there.
And you're basing it off what exactly? Because he might not even play for Green Bay. So if he goes to Denver, he's still the 3rd best quarterback in the league, throwing to Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton.
Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, good defense. Yeah, he's the top. He's the 2nd best quarterback.
Is he?
Yeah,
with no defense?
They have a good defense.
It's almost like he's going to go from Green Bay with no defense. Green Bay with no defense to fucking Denver with no defense?
So tell me you didn't watch football without telling me. It's okay. I understand.
What's Von Miller done in the last 5 years?
He tore his Achilles.
Okay.
Give him a
Before
minute.
that.
He's going to be fine.
He's
coming back better than ever died. He's going to have double-digit sacks this year. 4, Russell Wilson. Fair. 5,
no.
Josh Allen.
No. The season's only 6 weeks long?
Who would you have?
Over Russell Wilson?
Yeah. Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. Hell yeah. At least he makes the playoffs.
Dak. 6.
I'm not taking Dak.
7, Matt Ryan.
Who's he throwing the ball to?
Calvin Ridley.
And?
Kyle Pitts.
Okay, and?
How many more you want me to go, dog? Todd Gurley.
He's not even on their team. He's begging for an indie job right now.
Leave me alone. I'm trying. 6 or 8. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, give me Kirk Cousins over fucking over Russ.
9.
Because he's got Justin Jefferson to throw the ball to.
Baker Mayfield.
Is Odell going to play this year?
Somewhere. I don't know if he's going to play with the Browns.
If he plays for the Browns,
listen,
Baker's too high.
10. Lamar Jackson. Just for comparison.
So the way I'm looking at this list, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm going to go based on weapons too, not just quarterback, but like situation.
Okay, fine.
Right?
Sure.
The fucking Baltimore did nothing to improve their offense. They got worse.
You mean coming into last season or going into this season?
Going into this current season that we're heading towards right now. Right. What have they done to increase
Well, they drafted 2 young wide receivers. They signed Sammy Watkins.
That's done them a whole lot of good. Sammy Watkins has not been good since they won the first Super Bowl, and even then, I'm not counting a route on 80-million-year-old Richard Sherman, who, by the way, has lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about it, but yeah, he did go a little
And then, John Lynch pissed me off because he's like, I just want him to know that he's got a home. No, fuck that. That dude has lost his goddamn mind. Do not back him on this shit. And, where was that at? Washington? What? Those fucking 911 operators need some fucking work.
Oh, yeah, the one who
if you don't know, there's an article that they literally have a transcript pretty much of Ashley Sherman.
They have the audio.
Ashley Sherman, who is Richard Sherman's wife. I'm assuming they're still married.
Currently.
Although I don't know. The 911 operator is an asshole.
Gives less than 0 fucks. Just like, can we stop talking
to me? Literally talking about, she's like, yeah, he's trying to beat up my uncle and all that. He's like, well, trying to beat up and actually putting hands on us, two different things.
Bitch!
You know, what if there's a fucking door separating you? Like the fucking video of Richard Sherman trying to knock down old boy's door. And he's a fucking athlete. Regardless of age.
He hit that bitch hard as fuck.
He is still an athlete at a fucking professional level.
Yeah, it was a bad scene. The 911 operator was a fucking bitch. Richard Sherman's an asshole. Also, I think it was a dude on the phone anyway, so bitch all the way through.
Bitch. Sorry. Side note.
Yeah. Anyway, here
out of Sammy Watkins.
Listen, Kirk Cousins is at 8 on this dude's list.
That is high.
2 seasons, the last 2 seasons, completely ignoring rushing stats. Lamar Jackson has 62 passing touchdowns, 15 picks, 106 passer rating, 24-6 record. Kirk Cousins, 61 passing touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 106.1 passer rating, 17-14 record. Lamar Jackson's been better than him just strictly looking at passing the ball. And yes, not including rushing stats, where he has the most ever in 2 seasons by a quarterback.
Baltimore also has a better defense. So if you want to throw all the facts in there.
Okay, does he have anybody? Because 2 seasons ago, he had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. Does Lamar Jackson have anybody comparable to either of those?
No, and that's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off about Baltimore. You are wasting Lamar Jackson.
Does anybody on J.K. Dobbins is good? Is he better than Dalvin Cook?
Absolutely not.
Nope. So offensively, the Minnesota's better.
Well, remember they gave him Mark Ingram, so
he was good for a year.
Totes. So was fucking Hollywood Brown. The 6 games a year he plays.
Marquise
and fucking
Colin Cowherd makes the list. Stop bitching about the Ravens.
What's his name? Fucking played for your team.
Boykin.
Yeah, trash.
Miles and miles
of fucking drop balls.
Listen, so Colin Cowherd was talking about Scottie Pippen bitching about Michael Jordan. And
that whole book is just fucking ridiculous.
But anyway, Colin says the term Robin came from Scottie Pippen. No, Colin, it came from Batman and Robin. God damn it.
I think he meant sports-wise.
I don't care.
But
it's the way he said it.
He did. Yeah, I watched that and I was like,
Colin Cowherd said Kawhi is more of a second option on a team. We both agree. However, just a week before, he said he would take him over Kevin Durant in Game 7 of the Finals.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, bro.
Make it make sense, Colin. Fucking Shannon Sharp.
No, not Shannon.
Yep, he makes the list. and this has been going on recently.
Not a grown man named Shannon.
Tears Giannis down. Giannis, stop shooting threes. Stop going 1 for 5 from 3. The Bucks, they'll make
1 for 5 is still good for a non-shooter though.
Listen, that's not the point. Then
Right.
the Bucks, all they do is keep taking threes when they could get all the point paints they want. Blah blah blah. What did we kill Ben Simmons for? Not shooting, like not even attempting threes, right?
Mm-hmm. Or fucking layups.
Okay, I want to take the playoffs out of it though, because he obviously had a huge meltdown, and that's a little different.
What the fuck happened to him?
He knew he was gonna get fouled, so he didn't want to touch the ball because he can't make his free throws, which is a whole different subject.
Trash.
Giannis gets shit on for taking too many threes. Ben Simmons gets shit on for taking none. So I'm confused because if Giannis didn't take the whole point of Giannis' first 5 years was Giannis needs to learn the jump shot. Bro. He takes them, and then you're like, stop taking them. You don't make them. What the fuck? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It pisses me off. I've been sitting on that for so long.
My thing about him is he has to take them. And the reason he has to take them is because if he doesn't, they just sag off.
Dog, and the point is, it doesn't matter if you make them. The point is you're willing to take them. And if you make one, that's fucking gravy. And the other team is like, good, that's the shot we want him to take. Yeah, but what's going to happen is even though subconsciously you know he's not good at it, you're going to get closer and closer to him, and he's going to blow by you. It's the fucking act of taking him that's important.
Yeah, it's like LeBron early in his career when he couldn't shoot. That's how the Spurs beat the fuck out of him when he took that. Dog, remember Larry Hughes?
I do remember Larry Hughes. He played on the early Cleveland teams.
He made a finals team.
Yeah. With Eric Snow, who made his second, by the way.
Drew Gooden made a fucking finals.
Anderson Varejao.
He made it technically with two
Sasha Pavlovich.
Stop. Why did you say that man's name like that?
Daniel Booby Gibson.
Remember Booby? I love Booby.
Remember Booby. I do. He helped LeBron close out that Pistons series. Skip says LeBron is childish for Game 6 of the Clippers series, Clippers-Suns. Instead of going to LA to watch the Suns game, he went to across the street to the WNBA, a WNBA game. He was there, Dwayne Wade was there, Damian Lillard was there. But LeBron is childish for making it all about him instead of supporting his friend Chris Paul.
But it's going to be the opposite tonight. Because he went to the game now.
So LeBron in his own free time goes to a WNBA game, which he supported for a long time.
By the way, I would rather him be at a WNBA game to get more fucking
eyes on the WNBA, which is what.
By the way, WNBA, they're congrats to Candace Parker, right, for being on the cover.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's cool, really cool. About that. Here's what I hope that means though is they're going to expand. On WNBA.
It was really cool that the WNBA has been in there for 2 years now. It's been really cool. My biggest problem is you haven't done anything with it.
You can't play with them.
You can play a season, like a season mode.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
One season, and then the whole thing resets.
Yeah, you got to expand on that. Like, if you're going to put them in there and do it for real.
There needs to be a My Career with girls.
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
You are literally your fan base.
Halving your audience.
There's one girl gamer. Forgive me, I don't know what her name is, but she's really good at 2K. Like to the point where she got drafted on one of those My League.
Yeah, there's a couple of the 2K league, which I wish I could watch more of. By the way,
you don't see that as a problem.
It is definitely a problem.
As a man,
and I think that
you could literally have 2 leagues. That's doubling your fucking money.
Here's the problem. I think drafting the girls into the men's league is a better idea than trying because the 2K league is doing pretty decent for itself. They're making some money, right? But is there a big enough audience to justify? And I'm not saying girls shouldn't have one. I'm saying that's a lot of.
There's not enough big enough audience. Like it's
right.
Like I had this
maybe in a few years.
I had a conversation with Ben about. He's asked me one time why there is not a WNBA game. I said because it wouldn't sell.
But putting it in 2K is a great fucking idea.
Whoever in 2K thought of this is a fucking genius.
And if you expand upon it, and like, let me play. Why can't I play my friend? You can only play him locally.
Yeah,
the WNBA teams.
Yeah,
you can't. What is the difference between grabbing a WNBA team and playing them in an online lobby? Your own lobby. I'm not saying like going to ranked matches or whatever.
You can play with everybody else, and you can play street ball with online.
Anybody else.
But you can't do girls.
Just adding that is one step farther. And then the next year you add a career mode for ladies and stuff.
This will be the third year that the WNBA has been in the game. If they don't have a WNBA version of my career, then just stop. To me personally, or do moments. Like, remember what they used to do with Jordan?
Yeah,
you could do Jordan's moments. Do the WNBA moments where you're like, oh, fucking Diana Taurasi fucking went off this game. You go do
Maya Moore or Brittany Griner. By the way, I am super disappointed in Brittany Griner. She should by far be the best player in the WNBA, and she's just not. She's just not. No, she's 6'8". She can jump. She can dunk. She should be able to block every little woman shot on the court. And yet, I never hear about her. She has a 30-inch vert. She's 6'8". She's got arms as long as LeBron's. She should be averaging 50.
It goes to show you that size isn't everything. At least that's what my wife tells me. Huh? No. Because I'm short?
Yeah, that's what he meant.
That's what she means.
LeBron gets criticism for being a good dad. So he was at his son. He was holding holding an event, an AAU event at his high school. It was a thing he put on. So he was there. Bronny was playing. He's on the sidelines to say, "Hey, Bronny, get up and get a bucket. Let's go, bud. Like, it's game time."
Oh, you mean like a dad would do?
Yeah, he's hyping his son up. There was two problems I have. First problem, some dude on Twitter, it shows the clip of LeBron like talking to his kid, hyping him up. Before the game, he was on the court like talking to him and shit.
Like a dad would do.
If you're,
you're a basketball
and
dad?
It's also LeBron James, so you kind of get more privileges than other dads.
Nobody ever says anything about Dwayne Wade though.
No,
never. Or any of these other dads that do this shit.
Only LeBron. The guy on Twitter says, "Well, we would never let a parent talk to one of our kids. That's just ridiculous." Sir, it's LeBron fucking James.
No. He's not talking to a kid. He's talking to his kid.
He's also LeBron James.
Wouldn't you want LeBron James to hype his?
He was like, if I was the coach, I would be telling him to sit down.
No, the fuck you wouldn't tell 6'8" LeBron James to do
You're
shit.
You're an idiot. The other problem is,
hey, Bronny, can I get an autograph?
Bronny got a foul call. The announcer said, well, we all know the only reason he got that foul call is because LeBron James is in the building. LeBron was like, hey, man, come on. And he went over and had a discussion with the dude. In the middle, they stopped the game while LeBron goes and talks to this dude because clearly he's out of pocket. Because even if you feel that way, why would you say that? The kid's just a kid playing a game. You don't got to bring his dad into it who's just there trying to be a dad. Like, that's a fucking dick move, and he absolutely should have got called out for it. 100%.
I'm glad he went and said something.
Fuck yeah. And the dude was like, oh, he was trying to be funny. You're an idiot. Why would you do that? Because you're just making everybody like.
It's because you didn't think LeBron James would fucking do that. You thought he would just sit there. That's at the end of the day. That's all it is.
Skip says, when we look back at history, Kevin Durant going to Golden State will be viewed as an all-time great move.
Nope.
Never, not one time. No.
Not by real basketball fans. That tarnished his legacy.
Because people are gonna say, "Whoa, he still got." People are only gonna remember the 2 championships.
Nope.
They're not gonna remember he played with Steph Curry, who could potentially go down as the greatest point guard of all time.
Nope.
They're not gonna remember that he played with Klay Thompson, easily the second best shooter of all time.
Mm-mm.
They're not gonna remember he played with Draymond Green, who, despite what we think of him, was the perfect player in the perfect situation. He was the Swiss Army knife for that team. We just got overlook all that.
No, you're not even talking about the important shit. The fact that he went to a 73-9 team the year before, and the same team that he blew a 3-1 lead to. That's.
Did you know that he didn't blow the 3-1 lead? He didn't do that. That was Russ.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, also another terrible bad basketball take I saw. Some guy said on Twitter, he would take 2017 Russ. That's the first year he averaged a triple-double over any player in NBA history.
You know who said that? Scotty Brooks.
Who?
Scott Brooks,
the coach,
NBA coach, said that he would take.
That makes it more. I can be like, oh, he's supporting his player.
He's no longer the Wizards coach. So.
Yeah, but that's an awful take. That's a terrible thing to say.
Terrible take.
I can think of 10.
You're
15.
saying that because you coached him twice. That's the only reason why you're saying it.
Fuck
that, and Russ knows where you live, and he will show.
Skip says the Bucks are a better team without Giannis. So this was after game 1 of the final.
Excuse me, I stand corrected. Scott Brooks said he would take whatever year
17.
he won the MVP over anybody in league history.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, that was Scott Brooks.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
NBA player. Or NBA coach.
Yeah, not anymore.
And former NBA player, Scott Brooks.
Forgot he played in the NBA.
Trash.
Because the last 2 games of the Hawks series, Giannis didn't play, and the Bucks won against the Hawks. Against the Hawks without Giannis. And he says they're a better team. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton are able to play more free. Brook Lopez can go in the paint and beast it up because he put up 30 points against the Hawks.
Who said that?
Skip. And then in game 1...
Colin also said that.
Yeah, they're both idiots.
But he said it's because it hamstrings their offense. Because Chris Middleton and all them, they feel like they have to.
Yeah, that's what Skip was kind of saying too. That's
so
horseshit.
Same take.
It's horse caca. You know why? Because, yeah, he was like, well, it's the weirdest thing ever. Giannis can put up 40, but the rest of the team just doesn't go with him. Maybe Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday suck dick. Maybe that's it.
I wouldn't go Drew Holiday, but Chris Middleton is overrated as fuck.
He just put up 40 in one of the
games. I don't give a shit.
So
Kyrie did too. Kyrie's done it before. Suck Kyrie's dick. He's gonna get traded.
A lot of people do. That would be crazy.
He's gonna get traded again. Yeah, he is. He's
gonna
get traded.
All right, how about this? I want to put the belt on it until we find something else. Kyrie doesn't get traded this year.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
Belt it up. If Kyrie is traded, you get the belt. If he doesn't, I keep it until we find something sooner.
So are we gonna go to the trade deadline?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we gotta find another way to figure out. Anybody out there, can we figure out what the fuck we need to put?
We either got to belt it on or we got to do something. But anyway, that's a horrible. Also, Giannis was
sitting here Brock Lesnar it up with this belt.
I want to put it on the line.
You never defend it. You never show up on.
Hey, how about you come try to take it from me? You can't just sit in the back crying about not getting a title shot if you're not going to challenge.
Why not?
Challenge it.
Why not? That's what fucking CM Punk did for the longest time.
CM Punk was so good, dog. And I'm sad because I wasn't watching wrestling at the time.
They took all his the video of his pipe bomb. They took it down.
Really? You can still find it.
I mean, yeah, but they
also, here's the other thing. Check this out. That's because they wanted to make it more real. Obviously, it was set up. Or otherwise, they would have cut his mic. Anyway.
No, it was real.
It wasn't real.
It's like Kevin Owens when he came out of the crowd. That shit was real, too.
How do you have a microphone, sir?
They're not gonna cut it because he didn't say anything like crazy, and they could spin it like it was fake.
Anyway,
it was real.
Listen.
Still real to me, damn it.
Leanin, I wasn't watching wrestling then, so I kind of missed CM Punk, and I always thought he was Punk. I saw his very early career on SmackDown.
When he was on ECW.
In ECW, I saw all that, and then I stopped watching wrestling, so I didn't catch all his prime stuff. But going back and watching it, he was damn good. And then they had him lose to The Rock, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar, 3 part-timers in a row?
Bro. No, John Cena part-time at the time?
When he lost to CM Punk, he was. Or he beat CM Punk, he was. Because he stopped being a part-timer after he lost to...
You're talking about The Rock coming back, by the way, for Survivor Series. And WrestleMania.
Don't get my hopes up, Dad.
I'm just telling you.
If you smell...
You know what this year is, don't you? You want to make you feel old real quick? Just sit down. Just get in there. This year makes 25 years that The Rock made his debut at Survivor Series. Does that make you hurt? Because that makes me hurt a lot.
And you're even older than I am.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
I remember.
Anyway, Giannis in the first 2 games was the only player to have a positive plus-minus. And they're better without him. He was the only player that played well. So in the time Giannis is off the court, it's the LeBron effect. When he comes off the court, the team is losing by a lot when he's not playing. But when he plays, they're up by 14 or something.
Is it better for Chris Paul to make it to the finals and lose than never make it at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no, because the way people hold finals losses against LeBron, clearly losing in the finals is the worst thing ever. So
I was just curious because
for me, yeah, it's definitely better to make it.
At least you made it.
You got close, and here's the thing,
he's had a crazy back.
I will say, if he chokes as hard as he did in Game 4, the rest of the series, that'll hurt. But if he turns it around and plays well the last few games, win or lose, I don't think it hurts.
How bad did he play other than that turnover?
He played really, really bad, bro. In the first half, he had 5 turnovers. And he didn't have that many in the last 2 series combined. So he played really poorly.
Drew Holiday's a really good point guard.
He's a really good defensive point guard. Offensively, he's been playing like dick. But he's been doing his job.
His play style does not mesh with the Bucks. I said that when they traded for him. Anyway.
He's still an upgrade over Eric Bledsoe.
For sure he is, but he still doesn't fit in. The problem with a player like Giannis is he needs the ball in his hands. He's just like Kawhi. obviously a better Kawhi. He needs the ball in his hands to be effective, which negates players like Jrue Holiday because he also needs the ball in his hands.
I see what you're saying. I want to counter with this. Allegedly, he's a decent shooter, and Chris Middleton's a good spot-up shooter.
Chris Middleton, I've never been a fan of Chris Middleton. I'm so tired of people comparing him to fucking Michael Jordan, by the way.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I don't give
a
shit.
Really...
Stop.
Check out this flexing nerd shirt, though, huh? Peep the
I
fucking
gotta
merch.
find mine. Mine's in a box somewhere.
You know what you need to get out of the fucking box, dog?
What?
Shinobi Strikers. That's what I want you to do. Because maybe tomorrow... Well, tomorrow I gotta play fucking Mo unless he can play tonight, which I doubt he can because he's fucking Mo.
Well, you know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know what he's doing, and it makes me sad. All right, Stephen A. said Shintani can't be the face of baseball because he needs an interpreter.
Okay, so here's my thing. Stephen A. has been sounding pretty stupid.
He's been getting a lot worse the last few months
and
here.
This comment is borderline racist to me.
I agree. It's the worst thing he said ever.
Ohtani, it goes beyond the language barrier. You can root for the guy because he's doing things we haven't seen since Babe Ruth, my guy. He's doing things we haven't seen in
a much better era.
In literally almost 100 years, we have not seen this type of guy. He literally participated in a home run derby, led off the game in the All-Star game, and he pitched. So maybe we shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's an awful take. It's
Ohtani,
the worst. I don't know dick about baseball, and I know who Ohtani is.
Ohtani makes me so excited. I love Japanese baseball players. I love them. I was a huge fucking fan of Ichiro. I loved Ichiro. I felt like he wasted a lot of his... He didn't waste his career. His career was wasted in Seattle.
Yeah.
Simply because he got there after Griffey was gone. That team was just bad.
Yeah.
So he was wasted. I love Japanese players because they have that fucking discipline. Ohtani literally already broke Hideki Matsui's fucking home run record for a career by a Japanese player.
God damn.
Hideki played like at least 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
It could be, I don't know, remember. He was a Yankee, so I you know. But already breaking records. It's like his second year in the league. And the only reason he didn't pitch last year is because he fucked his shoulder up or had Tommy John.
Yeah. But now he's pitching. He's throwing 100 mile an hour.
Dog.
So here's the other thing.
Shut the fuck up, Stephen A.
Shintani is so good. People forget that the best player in baseball isn't playing, and he's on his team. Yeah. I didn't know Mike Trout hadn't been playing for the last month and a half because all I heard about was Shintani.
Shintani, he was crazy, man.
Dog, that is the most ignorant statement I've ever heard.
He in the show, he pitches, and he plays the field. The first time I played against the Angels, he was pitching. Dog, it's crazy. In my opinion, I don't know dick about baseball. The best player in baseball is Shintani. Because literally, what can he not do? That makes you the best. You can pitch. You can field. The only negative about him is he's a power hitter. So
he strikes out a lot. I don't give a fuck.
Is it because people are baseball? We're in the new era of fucking
pitchers being
substances.
Gods.
No, substances.
Yeah, I know. But they're also good.
Because
Garrett Cole, your boy, looking like dick since they took the substances away.
And you know what my favorite moment of this whole substance shit was? They did this shit to DeGrom.
Yeah,
and then he literally said "fuck you" and just had a crazy game after that. That kid,
Jacob DeGrom, is amazing. I don't know. Again, I don't know dick about baseball, but I know Jacob DeGrom. It's
so sad when I see players like this, like in baseball, where they're so good, but they're on such a trash team.
The Mets are bad.
Anytime a baseball player, okay, so you don't know anything about baseball.
Not really.
An ERA stands for earned run average.
Okay, I'm not that.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm for them, if they don't know. A good ERA, if you see somebody that has, let's say, a 3.25, that's pretty decent.
That's 3 runs a game.
If you have somebody in your rotation that can come out there and hold a team under 4 runs, that's feasible. That's a grand slam. That's easy. Mm-hmm. And for a while there, dude was averaging less than 2. God. I think he's only gave up like 2 runs in a game like twice this year.
He's fucking incredible.
And at one point, he had pitched in more runs than he had given up.
Yeah.
And like he was hitting well. He was doing more for himself.
Yeah, than the rest of his team was. Fucking crazy.
That's why I love baseball. That type of shit, man. The fact that the fact that baseball is, you get these fuckers from Cuba, Venezuela, all these other fucking places. You don't get that in the NFL.
Nope.
You get it a little bit in the NBA, but not like fucking baseball, man.
NBA is mostly European.
There's literally on the fucking fuck team is it? I can't remember. There's a German guy. I didn't even know they played baseball in Germany.
I didn't either.
I was like, excuse me.
Moving on. Brandon Marshall said the 2004 Olympic team was led, because that's the team that got bronze. He said, well, that 2004 Olympic team failed the United States. It was led by LeBron James.
Was it?
LeBron was 19.
Who was on that team?
He'd been in the NBA one season.
Who was on that team?
Prime Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson. Stephon Marbury. Melo was on that team too.
Who wasn't on that team?
Kobe. That's weird.
Who was on the Redeem team?
Kobe. And like LeBron had aged a few years.
Who was on the 2012 team?
Kobe.
Oh.
And also LeBron. But LeBron was older and better.
Both of our favorite players were a part of two of the best Olympic teams we've ever seen.
Just obviously, clearly that was a dumb statement. I just gotta throw Brandon Marshall in when I can.
I hate when athletes talk about a sport they didn't play in a way that you're like, you know how dumb you sound, right?
Like, for example, when Shannon Sharp talks about basketball, when he's not talking about LeBron, because sometimes he goes over the top of LeBron, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He watches the sport. He clearly does his homework. He tries.
He understands it.
Brandon
but I think
Marshall,
Shannon Sharp played basketball.
He played in high school. I don't think he played after high school.
Brandon Marshall sounds like he doesn't know what basketball is.
Right.
He thinks it's baseball. He's like fucking...
Skip was bitching because, well, KD was doing it by himself. And so clearly... But when Giannis is doing it by himself, he says it's Giannis' fault that the team's losing. So Giannis put up 43 points and lost, and it's Giannis' fault for losing because he doesn't get his teammates involved. But KD was playing 1-on-5, and he gets credit for almost winning. Jordan puts up 63 against Boston and loses and gets credit by playing 1-on-5. But LeBron against the Warriors, it's his fault for losing. You see where there's confusion here? It's almost like you pick and choose when it's okay.
You know what?
To play.
You know what we haven't talked about?
What, Doug?
The atrocity that is the Olympic team this year.
It's exhibition, so I was going to say.
And now Kevin Love and Bradley Beal are no longer on the team.
Beal.
But they replaced him with JaVale McGee and some other dude I've never heard of. Who's the other dude? Bro, I was like,
but wait.
who?
But wait. JaVale's actually a decent pickup because they don't have another center.
I mean, he is better than Kevin Love, but so is a box of crayons.
Okay, I didn't expect you to say that. First of all, he's not better than Kevin Love. He's better at what they need.
He is better than Kevin Love.
No.
What's Kevin Love do?
He's a better offensive player.
Is he? Yeah. What's he get, like fucking 14 points a game?
That's 14 more than JaVale McGee gets.
I mean, JaVale McGee.
McGee's there for rebounding and defense, which they have.
I would much rather have than a dude named Kevin Love.
You just don't like Kevin Love. And the other dude, I have no idea who that is. But Bradley Beal got COVID, so that's why he's out.
Kevin Love got hurt, or
no? They're sending him home.
He's trash. Sad.
Yeah, he's buns. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here.
Cross buns.
We'll talk this week. Maybe we'll watch a movie next week. Something come to you with our regular reviews, all that jazz. It's been super good hanging out with you guys. I'm trying to get him.
Good to be back. You know,
get you guys out here. I also got I got a Madden game that I need to go lose at. So
no, come on, be careful. He likes to fucking run quarterback draws with Joe Burrow, and I want you to know how mad that's gonna make you.
If I catch him if I catch him with Miles Jack,
you think so, but he's gonna slide.
No, if I get the tackle animation, it automatically halves his stamina. He'll only do it once. The biggest part I'm worried about is my corner. So I set my corner up for deep route KO and acrobat for when he throws the go ball, and he was still catching them fuckers on my head. That's the part that'll get me mad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deep half and man up CJ on him so that CJ is in the man-to-man, which is his best coverage, and it's double covered over the top. But anyway.
I did play him without my best receiver, and my quarterback decided to not play until the fourth quarter.
Happens to the best of us. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. We'll catch you guys next week, and we will see you.
It's good to be back. I miss you
dog.
guys.
I miss you too. And we're happy to have you, and we will see